We're gonna be looking at why that Alexander Isak deal really collapses and really big hurdles really that came up. Hello everybody, hello everyone. Really, welcome back to Arsenal Online. My name is Abu Kaus, and this is Arsenal Online, where you get all the tactical insights about your football club, Arsenal. All you need to do is easy subscribe, ring that notification bell, and that promise you will not regret it. So Alexander Isak, with reports, definitely we know that we're gonna be talking about Alexander Isak. So we know that there are quite a lot, and we're going to be breaking down the latest twists in Arsenal's pursuit of Alexander Isak, with reports suggesting that a potential deal is now on the verge of collapsing, and let's get straight into it. First, let's start with the context. Arsenal has been linked with Isak for several months, and really now with the Swedish striker seen as a long-term solution to the bluster of their attack really this season. Isak has been in electric form for Newcastle United, scoring 11 goals in 16 Premier League appearances, and also establishing himself as one of the league's most lethal forwards. What is in this foil and for us? So, I must say, according to the Athletic, Newcastle United has made it very clear that they have no intentions of selling their superstar, their starman in the January transfer window. To deter interest, they have reportedly slapped a 150 million price tag on Alexander Isak for beyond Arsenal's budget for the winter window, which is definitely around £80 million, a much bigger evaluation. So the valuation would make Alexander Isak the most expensive transfer in the Premier League history, surpassing Chelsea's £115 million for the midfield maestro Moises Caicedo. But the question is, why is Newcastle playing a hardball? Why exactly? It is simple. They are in the midst of they are in the midst of a top four battle, and they see Alexander Isak as a critical football player, and they see him as critical to their ambitions. So his ability to play as a central striker or even as the winger definitely, or actually on the wing, gives Eddie Howe the tactical flexibility that Newcastle cannot afford to lose. And for Arsenal, this development is a massive setback. So Mikel Arteta reportedly views Alexander Isak as a perfect forward to complement Gabriel Jesus and also provide additional firepower that's been very much needed in Arsenal's attack. I must say, with the general transfer window, a budget that is in the region of £80 million from reliable sources, spending nearly double of that on one player is out of the question. And what are Arsenal's alternative? According to Football.London, we are quite sure that the Gunners are now turning their attention to more realistic options, such as Matthias Cunha from Wolves and Jonathan David from Lille. Both football players offer quality at a significantly lower cost. So with Matthias Cunha valued at around at a fee that is in the region of £40 million, and Jonathan David valued at a fee that is in the region of £50 million, we definitely know that something good could come out of those two football players. So adding this to complexity, is the competition for Alexander Isak's signature. Reports from Bild, which is a German outlet, suggest that Real Madrid is and also Paris Saint-Germain are also monitoring the Swedish forward, and how they can definitely dash out money, and because they've got plenty of it. While these clubs may have the financial muscle though to meet Newcastle United's demands, it will be noted with care that the football club Arsenal's chances of signing Alexander Isak in January are now appearing to be very slim. So, where does this leave Arsenal? While Alexander Isak would undoubtedly elevate Arsenal's attack, the financial and logistical hurdles surrounding this deal make it absolutely unlikely to happen this winter. Instead, the club may need to wait until the summer or the pivot or a pivot to other have to pivot to other signings, other transfer signings. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think, Arsenal fans? Should the club revisit this deal in the summer transfer window, or time is definitely out for the football club Arsenal, and it's time for Arsenal to move on? Let me know what you think in the comment section. But do not forget that Alexander Isak, Arsenal had a chance to sign Alexander Isak at £65 million when he was at Real Sociedad. He was one of those football players who really were heavily linked to Arsenal, but for some reason, at £65 million, Edu Gaspar, the former technical director of Arsenal, and Mikel Arteta sat down, and they thought that this was not the right thing to do, and they let him go. And I think wherever Edu Gaspar is right about now, he must be disappointed seeing the football player Alexander Isak playing the way he is, scoring in almost every game, even when Newcastle United has been a bit rubbish. I can confirm to you that Alexander Isak has stood out as a performer, as a football player, and he's played quite outstandingly and brilliantly. Anyway, adding a bit about that, it would be good if Arsenal really got Alexander Isak. Is there any fight, really? Is there any fight left in Arsenal for the football player? That is something we need to ask ourselves. Is there any fight that is left in Arsenal? So we know that Arsenal, if Arsenal, there is a chance. We can never say never about when it comes to transfers. You can never say never. If Arsenal sold a few football players, they would definitely facilitate the buying of Alexander Isak. Players like Jorginho would leave the club, really would leave Arsenal, in the fact that there is a bit of money to spend. £80 million really still much more would be spent, but you'd have also to put in consideration of the financial fair play. I think the £150 million was a game changer to many clubs, and is pushing away many clubs from the transfer of this young football player who's been making grounds for the football club and Newcastle United. Do not forget to like, also to subscribe, and ring that notification bell, hit that notification bell for more updates, and I will let you know that my name is Abu Kaus, and I'll definitely catch you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye for now.